OC beast, stepping out the coupe with a cold grin. Gun on my side on the hunt for a lame or a snafu again. Spot a dusty, nasty fool slipping, let the hammer spark. 2 shots towed through his back, now we twitching in the park. Fake ass relatives talk tough but running hard. I'm a kinfolk blaster. Families fools better respect they master. The real respected F a fool blaster. These covenant riders hop out bucking, make them busters all die. This purple side ruthless fool, don't get it twisted. If a F a mark drops dead, best believe we the ones who did. Ducking out the shadows with a heater in hand. A sack slip once, that's the day stop standing as a man. Shots pierced through his chest and the shots was louder than a marching band. OCB fools talk loud, but die soft in the street. We leave purple flag soaked when we make them meet concrete. Davis devils don't bluff, we lay sacks in the dirt, snatching sacks chains after we put in work. So if you fools ever wanna do left your partner stiff by the trash, it was a Davis neighborhood rider that put that sack on his ass. Eastbound creeper, I'm that fool they fear at night, cause I walk into a Effers hood and spark a run up and take flight. Make a Carson snap run from this east side nigga on a rampage with his gun. Sweeping dusties away with this K and making a Chamberlain pray before me and the homies blow that fool away. Families love talking war but never bring heat, hopping out low riders with the heat and gunning them down on they streets. Eastside ballers leaving nothing but Effers in defeat. We strike with precision, so you Effers better stop slipping. Effers get laid down when we go on murderous missions. Carson Ave, clicking and clacking sacks, vanish when we get the blast, and I make a purple boy go before we even spark cheese out of fools act up, then get dropped with the pumper's gauge. Even got enough kick to make a sour side fool jump. Green strings in the chucks, green bucket swinging through the hood. Carson boys hop out quick, leave a sack slump where he stood. Ain't no warnings when we press, just cannons and smoke, understood. South Central LS nights get loud when we slide with that wood. Bodies drop, sirens ring, whole blocks smelling gunpowder for good. Families running every street, we the ones who be putting sacks down in they hood. And fuck them original coochies, them busters is no good. I'm that ice cold fool they warned you about. Write it down, Carson's never make them green boys run a different route. Families kill a fool and it's like as soon as the gun smoke hits, one squeeze turn a dusty devil boy stiff like he froze quick. Chamberlain's deep but they always get lit up. Snaz and strawberry get beat the fuck up. SRB, we the ones that make South Central LS shake. Hit a relative in the chest and then put one in his face. Then slide back to Rancho like nothing took place. Another green rag drop, fool put his mark ass on his face. I'm the last face of sack, see before his lights go black. Hit him once in the chest, then again just to make sure he ain't coming back. Chain riders bred different, we creep up fast and then strike. Make a whole sack block, empty out and vanish, leaving fools running for their lives. I'm a cold-hearted killer, homie, purple rag, ripping soul snatcher. If a sack get away, I'm the first one looking to catch him. Them fools run as soon as they see my face. I make a sack, meet the pavements in this whole hood. Keep a panic state, this that last blow. That final hit, that nail in the coffin right. Killing all sacks, cause it's families for life. I leave purple fools trembling, whole set scared to even step outside. Now listen to the mark-ass fools rap on the B-side. Tonight, purple finna rain. From Covenant to Rancho and them boys on the east side. We moving like a coalition. So if you rollin' purple, raise that rag high. And if you ain't, you best duck when them ballers creep by. Let's go. They call me Big Low, from that original Covenant hood, where the homies get it in blood, hitting all the Effers with some slugs. Been serving them since a youngin', had to earn my place. Seen Effers fall quick with the scared look on their face. The Davis night breeze smell like gunpowder and spray paint. Raised on Grove Street, yeah, my turf got OGs with big names and a lot of rank. You either serve a bank for the hood or you die as a saint. Every corner tag purple, respect on our names. Effers try to show out, but they end up dead in this game. 92 was chaos, it was just as crazy as 86. Since the 9 Trey in the hood still going strong with real heavy hitters. No tricks, ballers stand firm, 3 hoods, 1 code. From the moment we was established, every baller set was bold and cold. Original Covenants get violent, not beefing with us is smart. We send shots on the daily, ain't no waiting till it's dark. Ski mask and steel if the Effers want to get sharp. Rancho born, raised tough and rough, where the sirens scream and the shotties go buck. SRB gang and we give no fucks, lighting up Effers when they slipping and looking like sitting ducks. When the light flash on the chrome, fool, it ain't no dream. You hear it blasting, now your blood is pouring out like a stream. SRB gang, ballers gang, it don't bang. Let me take you fools down memory lane. We was starving in the projects and it was on and cracking on the blocks. Now smoked out wheels, money in our socks. But even when the pockets fat, the beef don't sleep. Effers plot moves, but they plans me to deadly defeat. Had to prove I was solid to my homies. I couldn't just talk that talk, so I banged with the few that the hood allowed. Got my put on and then went on missions. And wouldn't know a number of Effers came up missing. I'm good with the Covenant fools in the east side too. South Rancho ballers, Rancho hood nightmare. players. Ain't no handshakes with the enemies, it's only pulling this hammer with a good grip and letting it blow with a focused stare. Effers get hit with it once and then they vanish out of thin air. Blow their asses to the moon and I smile when it goes boom. We protect our hustle, on the move to making our turfs expand. And with all the weaponry we got, we for sure taking Effers land. That's word to the south, run your mouths and we gon' pop it out. Ballas gang fooling, all our sections got our triggers on lock.
East side pushing lines, heavy food, we real deadly. You cross that line, get pressed, end up somewhere buried or found and chopped up into pieces in back of a trunk, smelling the funk. Now it's back to my block where the ballers cook up rock. Backseat full of guns and shells, trunk full of weight. Whole hood watching when we slide through the gate. We run with them riders that don't say much. They move calm, eyes blank, got the steel clutch. Purple rag hanging low, khakis crease with the fit. Old heads taught us codes, don't fold, don't snitch. Never say shit to the bitch. We stand by it and the ballers keep on multiplying. It's the baller order and we knocking Effers over. Aiming scopes at them, fully focused with a wink. Every set gets busy, every enemy gets bink. We hang outside liquor stores deep, corners filled with purple, see green, we air it out. Yeah, you know we had to work you. Ballers hanging out deep, yeah, the hood is our home. OG's proud now, because of how to be south, puts it down. Rest in peace to my homies that's long gone. Every Effort hood learned what the purple stood for. Ain't no mercy for the weak, it was an Effort massacre the other day right down the street. 3 Effers from Chamberlain, snapping news and dusty fools met defeat. That's fact, not myth, so watch your ass and don't slip. Ballers keeping something fat and chunky on our hips. This the ballers word order and we'll flip you Effers like a switch. And it's like that, so don't try to come back, or you wet flaggers will be laying on your back, plugged up like a phone jack.
Yeah, plugged up like a motherfucking phone jack. Original Covenant, South Rancho. Eastside Ballers, 3 hoods under 1 coalition. We built this from the concrete up, no outsiders in our circle. Every block, every whip, every lip. Ballers certified. Ballers world order eternal. Untouchable, unbreakable. You Effers better watch your backs when we on one and ready to attack. Ballers gang forever, purple soldiers taking flight. Catch you motherfuckers on the rest of the B-side. Ballers, ballers.
I met this Chamberlain, met for broad last week. Green, ragged out, fine bitch, well known, and always was down with this shit. Real active, and always kept 2 9s on both her hips. She was sprung off this ball of dick and got tired of them lanes and started feeding me the script. Told me about a dope spot on the low. 3 F motherfuckers running the shift. Me and my homies are some real jackers, so we was all down for that lick. Told me how things go down, and it goes a little something like this. A dusty counting cash at the table, Mac 10 by his wrist. A snap in the corner bag and crack a 45 right by his side. A Chamberlain on the couch, smoked out with a 380. The bitch is real shady, but I got the info. Told me this after we fucked and twisted up the endo. She marked the safe under the floorboard, cash stacked real high. Jump in the kitchen drawer, bricks strapped tight and out of sight. But loyalty thin, she played both sides. Couldn't trust this bitch, so now she had to die. I popped the bitch right after she spilled. We pulled up to the dope spot, prepared to make shit knock 4 deep. Me, Spook, Killer, and another homie as a driver. Masked up with our black gloves on tight. With no time to waste, we hopped out the ride, and it was time. I take front, Spook and Killer take the back. We kicked the doors in the same second, pointed all our weapons, took them by surprise. Shit's about to go down while we was inside. The dusty devil spins with the max spraying bullets. I ducked left, got my aim on him with 1 shot. I popped that Effort right in his eye. He dropped the Mac, I kicked it real fast. He was dead from the way my 38 blast. Spook let the gauge roar, put the course and snap the news down right at the door. Made his corkers hat fly right on the floor. Killer with the K, ripped the Chamberlain in his face. 3 Effers dead in they dope spot. With the way we made our guns pop, we scooped the cash, bricks and cracked the safe. Dipped out the back door and made our escape. Day, sun up, we still counting the grip. 47, 800 cash, 20 hay bricks to the zip. That's what the Memphis was moving in 93. We split it 3 ways. Driver got his 10 bands clean, and he peeled off. I'm in the B-Ride, Gage in the backseat. I got Killer in the back, and Dre in the front. We pull up to the motel off Davis Avenue. Room 212, bottles of champagne. In the road, bitches pulling up to come fuck with the ballers off the rip. 3 5-1s, knock, we answer real fast. We laugh, pop the cork hole, lot of smoke in the room and fancy ass wine in the glass. After we done with the hoochies, we kick them out. conversating about the event last night. Dre told us how we popped the bitch after she gave up the dope spot. She gave the layout, then the F a bitch got popped. Killer shoulder chain, he ripped off the neck of the Chamberlain. Go rope was thick, he bragged real quick. Got the Effers real good and we laughed and put it on our hood. We made a toast to the lick, cash stacks on the bed. 3 Effers bank, made all that green turn into red. Celebration, loud bass, knocked the wall. It's the tales from the B-side, so let us Ballas born.
Now it's nightfall, we all about to leave the telly and we faded as fuck. I step out the motel door, headed to the ride, and just we getting in, we see a car full of Effers Street buying a greener ride. Me mugging and staring, they banking fast right at the light. I tell the homies to grab our gas out the car because I know them fools was about to circle back. Spook grabs the gauge, Dre gripped his 38, and I picked up my K. The car pulls up, windows roll down, and the Effer yells, DNFG, fuck Ballas, bitch, we know Ballas. Effers ain't doing no mistaking, but at the same time they ain't about to fry us up like some bacon. Right when he said the shit, bullets rip faster than some shooting stars. Effers blasting out they car, I pop my K like a cork at the bar. Spook and Dre blasting too, and we all focusing on the car. Now we all shooting it out in a motel parking lot. All of a sudden it came to a stop, they peeled off real fast and went down the block and dipped off into the night. Dre said we gotta get them fools, and me and Spook said yeah you right. We was down with the 187, and we some ballers, so you know we down to send some efforts to heaven. The South Rancho baller with an East Side fool and the Covenant fool too. Part of your local Jackers crew, we hop in the ride. Trigger fingers itchy for revenge and homicide. Ties peeled, Davis Sav looking for them efforts in our paths. They think they slick, but we jackers, we hunt. We spotted them fools slipping, so it was easy to dump. Dre cut the lights, we glide like some ghosts. They stopped at the red lights, windows down, but they piece was down about to be interrupted by some blood and gun sounds. I leaned out the sunroof, K gets to singing, sent shots to the driver's head and left that fool dead. Spook hopped out and let some shots from the gauge pop out. There goes an Effer passenger in the front seat with his heart stopped. Dre 38 popped twice and into the dusty devil in the back seat. It all happened real fast. We put the Effers on their ass, we the jackers, so you know we had the time to rip the pockets for some cash. Dead Effers broke as a joke, but it don't matter cause they dead and smoking. We got in a ride and dip real quick. Damn fool, these ballers are sick. It's the tales from the B-side, so Effers don't get chipped.
Niggas don't want no problems.
That purple posted on Grove Street, strapped tucked. Cause Effers wanna creep on the lookout, but I'm feeling hella good. I'm a nigga in my hood, original Covenant baller, gangsta, real bold and vicious. If I ever runs up looking fight, I send his ass to the dentist. Relentless, won't hesitate to leave a Effer buck, macking the Effer bitches because them hoes is some sluts. City of Ballas with some real Davis nuts, kicking up dust. Any Effer got a problem, we'll solve them with the 357 or the Mac 11. Trigger fingers itchy, straight taking them out without a doubt. They don't want these problems, so they ain't kicking it no more. They change their routes. That's word to the homies from the east and the south. Dusty devils and corner snaps get popped out and stomped out. Green fools keep it scattered like roaches. Bullets from these ballers will leave you Effer smoking. That's how it goes down on the beach side of town. All you Effers is getting straight shot down. Dump off the full mag on Chamberlain fools down the street. We front lining on our blocks and dumping green off their feet. I ride slow when I spot a snap new punk. Let the little homie in the back seat knock him off with the pump. Another green fool dumped on a slump. Got no remorse for that chump. Got a whole lot of heavy metal for a dusty devil. Leave that dusty ass fool twisted on the pavement in some green stilettos. Ballers coming through, laying green down for the beat. Tempers don't want these problems. No, they don't. We bring it to whoever these ballers don't give a fuck. Them original Covenant ballers, them real Davis nuts. B-side ballers looking like enemies. South Rancho ballers a legal slump. That's all. Effers don't want these problems. Guns aiming at your heads, ready to pop ya. Effers.
Don't want these problems, I tell you. Leave them down under like them fools was from Australia. Eastside ballers coming through, looking to rail ya. Young baller on the block, banging the eastside heavy. Posted up in the set like a lamppost. Purple boys hat on, looking to cook a effer up like a roast. I get disgusted when I run into the dusties. Had to sweep them away with this broom. Left shots flying into they coupe. Ain't no talking to ballers, just get these effers this barrel and let it speak the truth. Leave them shaking in their green boots. Pop shots and leave the motherfuckers spooked. Hunting down Effers back streets, looking to peel back. They fear the corker's hat. Enemies get the chills because they know the east side is the real deal. Got my homies from the south posted ready to ride. Light your whole hood up, you fools can't hide from this ball of pride. If I catch a snap slipping, he gon' meet his maker. Ain't no love for the green side, we the city's dome breakers. Leave they hood hazy like the chronic we blaze. Stay suited in purple with the blacked out shades. A real Davis, baby gangster with a whole lot of rage. Big homies taught us well, keep it ruthless and steady. When it's time for the funk, best believe we ready. I'm that young east side baller that them fools all fear. Make the whole block clear when the east side come near. We don't play no games, ballers move deep and explode when we unload on foes. So when you cross that line, better pray for your crew. Effers don't want these problems, you fools know what to do.
Effers don't want these problems. Nah, they don't. We bring it to whoever these ballers don't give a fuck.
No. Them original Covenant ballers, them real Davis nuts.
OCB side ballers looking to like enemies. South Rancho ballers will leave you slumped. SRP Effers don't want these problems. Guns aiming at your head, ready to pop you. South Rancho baller, yeah, I'm known in the zone. Purple rag hanging low while I'm clutching on chrome. SRB the set, I'm a vet from the hood, the real ones respect. Cross the wrong line, leave your car wrecked and bullets blasted into it with the text. All chamber lame snakes and dusties get chipped. We making fools trip when we let them rounds rip. Making efforts run with the heat. Purple chucks on my stomping grounds while we patrolling the street. Ain't no safety, it's danger whether the sun is up or down. Any efforts caught slipping, getting laid in the ground. South Rancho ballers known for peeling efforts caps. Mobbing real deep with the homies from the east and OCB in the back. Got that 40 on tuck, riding down your hood in the photo. Let us snap back tough and he'll get bucked. He was hanging with the dusties, now we shit out of luck. Eye level with the wheels on the truck. Ballers worldwide, purple flags in the breeze. Enemies freeze up when they see these BGs. All about the code, no snitching, no switching. Try crossing hood lines, we'll leave you in ditches. We keep it old school like them gangsta flicks. OCB, ESB, SRB, straight running shit. Whole city know the name when we hit up on these streets. Another day in Rancho where the ballers stay true. So when you slide through the south, you better come correct. Cause them ballers in the cut, aiming right for your neck. Effers don't want these problems, we give them 100 shots and 100% disrespect.
Yeah, them ballers on a mission. Purple Rag Dippin. Got the low riders hitting switches. Macking the effort bitches. So is you dipping with us or what?
Rolling to the block off the Buddha. Emperor sitting on them gold things and inside is a well-known shooter. Stop at the 24/7, grab a great blunt, wrapping the piss walls and make a left on Brown. Fired up that haze, you know I can't slip, so my fingers on the trigger is always the local baller. Head on the swivel in the purple phase, dipping and dabbing, balling and dipping. The ever will never catch me slipping. Checking out the scene, purple rag sitting tied under the rear view and the Emperor swinging clean. Effers get popped if they show up on the wrong scene. Me and the homies who score some shots for the purple team, rocking the boys hat and jersey, but I ain't a ball player. I'm more of an Effer slayer, chrome 4 layer, always packing a pistol player. Rag hang from the mirror, the original Covenant Effer cap peeler, always ballin' because I got that great wealth. Roll past the liquor store, bass knock the shelf. Got the homies kicking it in the back seat. Saw a Chamberlain mash in the Davis swap meet, so we hopped out and kicked out all that Effer's teeth, left him laid out, and we snatched all of his chains out. If we catch his ass again and we strap, we gon' bang it out. Fuck pity, it ain't none of that in my city. Davis the city where we smacking fools up with all the rackets like tennis. Much ballers love to the other purple hoods around these blocks. Banged out from the purple ball caps down to they socks. Purple gloves on they steering wheels. No prints on the burner when they gotta leave it hot. We purple dip until our motherfucking heart stops.
Ballers out on a mission. Purpled out in the hoorah when we dippin'. Low rider switch hitting, triple set flipping. Effers catch the whole clip when we out on missions. It's them ballers hitting switches.
Purple rag dip.
Ballers out on a mission. Purpled out in a hoorah when we dippin'. Low rider switch hitting, triple set flipping. Effers catch the whole clip when we out on missions. It's them ballers hitting switches.
Purple Rag Dippin. It's Lady D, east side, riding clean through the turf. Effers want a trip that me and the homies put in work. Purple rag tight, dipping in the ride, cause it's on. Hit the block slow, eyes low, game mean. Grew up around killers, I was raised by the beat team. Ready when it's time, handling tasks. Lips gloss, head done, knocking Effers on they ass. Real baller from the east, never needed no help. If it's funk with the other side, I can handle it myself. Watch me dip through Davis with that Comco stare. Every rival that I see know better beware. Lady D ain't no joking with me, you don't wanna provoke because she'll make you choke. Dusties get ripped in half, rolling down Carson snap to put a snap nigga on his ass. Chamberlains knocked down when these ballers on they ass. Put my trust in the set, smashing on marks and fools. I live by the code and I ain't bending no rules. Got them OCB killers always ready to ride, and the South got my back when it's time to ride. See, I'm known on the block for the way I move. Classy with a 4/5, but the aim still smooth. So when you see that purple gleam in the night, know it's Lady D riding. Ain't no peace when the east side stepping outside.
Ballers out on a mission. Purpled out in the hood right when we dippin'. Low rider switch hitting, triple set flipping. Effers catch the whole clip when we out on missions. It's the ballers hitting switches.
Purple Rag Dip.
Ballers out on a mission. Purpled out in a hood right when we dippin'. Low rider switch hitting, triple set flipping. Effers catch the whole clip when we out on missions. It's them ballers hitting switches.
Purple Rag Dippin.
Yeah. Ballas gang reppin' South Rancho, Ballas stepping in. Purple khakis creased up, let the games begin. Gold chain swinging, purple tee on the torso, running through the turf. Low hitting switches, and on my waistline is a fofo. Riding through the hood up to no good. Now it's time to dip through a Effers hood, dip through their corners and dump them out like trash. SRB mobbing down for the fight, so if an effort runs up, I wish his ass an eternal good night. No slack in my hood, me and them built like steel. Grew up in the hood where we train to kill, so I dip through the set with my hand on the grip. Purple rag dipping in South Rancho. If enemies want a set trip, your whole set on alert. When we circle your block, let the chopper spit flames, make a loud mouth, Effers heart stop. Purple rag dipping, taking out green food slipping. Hammer smacking on dusties and snaps like pimps. Real certified baller walking with that gangsta limp. It's a purple world, fool, you better watch where you step. Ballers in the building, banging hard and pulling Effers death cards. The purple devils, OCB, ESB in the South and Sync, surprising you fools and laying you down before you blink. From Davis to Rancho, we run these streets right. Purple rags conquering your turfs when we ride at night. If you ain't from the section, better stay out of sight, cause them ballers outside and we down on sight. Keep playing with us and get to into the afterlife. SRB taking your lives for some stripes on a mission, and we purple rag dipping.
Yeah. We out here putting in that work, homie. All these weak ass green boys getting smoked tonight. You already know what it is. Ain't no love for no Dusty, no snaps. No mark ass, punk ass Chamberlains trying to step on our side. Baller life rough, but we still purple dipping. Hell no, it ain't easy. This purple shit is a lifestyle. We gon' hold it down while we 10 toes down. Standing firm for the 9-3 and the 9-4. This here for all the homies. For every real baller that rolled, that fought, that never folded. Much love to the fallen homies that paved the way. Purple forever, homie. We keep it real baller for y'all. Believe that. Ballers for life. Purple rag dipping till the wheels fall off. Yeah. Then a purple rag dipping.
Big low OC with the Mac, creeping up quiet. I'm covering the effort in my hood out of bounds, and he was well known, so I had to serve that fool with some rounds. Pulled out the pistol and aimed it at his chest and put that fool to rest. Chamberlain mask, motherfucker is now laid out under a white cover. But on the wrong block, caught his ass slipping, so I tripped out and made it pop. Original Covenant ballers got they turf on lock. Grove Street boy, always strapped up and in the mood to leave a Effers dome rock. Introduce some dusty devils to this OCB devil. When I pump they ass to death with this heavy metal. Green rags get torched hot, but the purple gang won't even piss on the flames. Let them burn, let them rock, fuck them. We'll just exterminate them and take over they blocks. The homies baller walk with all the disrespect on the Effer fool's tombstone. OCB originals, Effers catch two to the dome. Caught a snap walking home, guess he missed his bus, but I
bet you he wishes he missed this encounter with my chrome when I made it bust. Gave him a ticket to the afterlife and then I straight mashed out on a BMX bike. Ripped the Effers in two, brains paint the avenues red. Mr. Phyllis snapping who up with some lead. The local Effer killer, they can't hide from the purple grim reaper. Told my Nina that bitch is my keeper. She's the real Effer sleeper. Made my way back to the set. Blasted on all them fools like I was tripping off the wet. Green blood spilled out, left them laid out breathless. They homies should get the message. Straight to them from me and the homies' weapons. Original Covenant ballers, and we teaching you Effers a lesson.
Man, you Effers ain't banging right. Man, you Effers ain't banging right.
Purple cannons ignite, leaving episodes to take flight.
Man, you Effers ain't banging right. You Effers ain't banging right.
OCB, ESB, SRB, we banging right. Some Effers resting in peace tonight.
Man, you Effers ain't banging right. You Effers ain't banging
I said
right.
you Effers ain't banging.
All the gas boys better say goodnight.
ESP with the strap, Davis side minutes, but I ain't from DNFG. Killer, aimed at heated, one of them fools from the front passenger seat. Popped them up right on Alta Street. Left them fold on the ground for his homies to see, like a cheap seat. East side execution, purpled out and ruthless, dominating all your streets. Green blood was dripping from the back of his head like a slow leak. The whip peeled out, tire screeched and then I yelled out ESB, and we left the scene with a smoke streak. Chamberlain fools even meet that same defeat. Ride through they streets and leave them slumped in they alleys or front and passenger seats. Put some caps in they corkers hats and then the B-ride swinging around the corner like a baseball bat. Dusty devil killer, Chamberlain, man, a snap new killer. Crossing out F's when we hitting up in the hood. ESB originals, Effers can't hang, so we gotta proceed to give him the pain. Rip that Effer in half, guts spilling a curb like trash. Eastside, ballers turning green hoods into ash. Eastside, psycho, Effers panic when I chase them because they for sure know I'm on a mission to erase them. So you Effers better bang right before you get left on the curb. Hood hat all soaked and your homies be giving the word about how the ballers left you served. Man, you Effers ain't banging right. Man, you Effers ain't banging right. Purple cannons ignite, leaving episodes to take flight. Man, you Effers ain't banging right. You Effers ain't banging right. Me, ESB, SRB, we banging right. Some Effers resting in peace tonight. Man, you Effers ain't banging right. You Effers ain't banging right. You Effers ain't banging right. Y'all flashing ass boys better say goodnight. Tiny Havoc, SRB, Rancho boys with the heats. Make that purple Buccaneer blitz fast. And it's another car since Snap a new blasted. The South Rancho menace is dusting off. All them dusty ass devils in the bucket green flesh get ripped. None of the family's member getting chipped. Chamberlain trying not to get hit, but they fucked up when they slipped. Leave Effers flat when we peeling them back. South side of Rancho emptying clips full, and it's like that. Pop, pop, pop like kernels. And watching them drop, they gonna need a whole cemetery for them after it's over. SRB nail coffins. Effers be slipping and laid out off and rip Effers apart since the very start. This Rancho rage locked and loaded, spitting in out the gauge. South Rancho Reaper smashing on them green folks, turning them into white ghosts. Ballas creep, making you green folks choke. Buccaneer peel out, leave tracks on the curb. Rancho nightmares replaying and Survivor starts on replay. So you Effers better get the point like a relay. It ain't no games and you'll be laid out and stiff when the heat blaze. F killer. Man, you Effers ain't banging right. 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 Throw your beads up, purple rags, high ballers in the building, laying enemies down when we ride. Throw your beads up, let the whole world see. Only the real ones ride with OCB, ESB, SR. Throw your beads up, ballers in control, smashing on fools, making these streets turn cold. Throw your beads up, let the enemies know it's that Ballas gang and we don't bend or fall. Stepping in the east with the rag on swing, so east side out in the fit, ready to make my Nina sing. I'm a east side baller, a little homie believer, put a mark in the dirt if he playing like he equal. Ride through Davis with the lights dim, 9 on the dash, singing Effers funeral hymns. Every corner that I've been got the enemy shook. Young baller in the making, my gun hungry as fuck, looking to cook. Purple hoodie on, purple heart in my chest, and if it's not on a test, I lay his punk as to rest. Real ESB rider, born ready for funk. Seen the green fool creeping, so I popped the trunk. Came back with the tools, let the metal explain. Baby, punk don't play, I'm a real problem in the game. So throw your B's up when you see me right. the east side, stepping in your place, and we knock shit down and disappear without a trace. Chucking big B's in your face with a whole lot of bass. A young baller on the block with a rep that's cold. Ballers ride for life and we don't bend or fold. Throw your B's up, purple rags high. Ballers in the building laying enemies down when we ride. Throw your B's up, let the whole world see. Only the real ones ride with OCB, ESB, SR. Throw your B's up, ballers in control. Smashing on fools, making these streets turn cold. Throw your B's up, let the enemies know it's that Ballas gang and we don't bend or fold.
Ride out the OCB with the rag on my face. 50 cal on deck, ready to put an Effers on his face. Original Covenant shooter, raced and gun smoke. Walking through Davis with that old school gangsta lean. Purple beam in the night, that's a funeral scene. Kicking it with the homies and they ride, I'm sitting passenger side. Seen some Effers posted trying to mean mug at the click. So we hopped out the ride and let our guns speak quick. OCB bread, we the threats they fear. Drop a Chamberlain for getting too near. Whole hood, no tiny magic. I'm the one to make Effers do tricks and then disappear. Put a mark in the dirt right after I put in work. Another effort dead is beneficial to my turf. Rag tied tight while I spark that flame. Every rival in the city knows respect on my name. I done rock Effers domes off the strength of my aim. Tiny magic in the field, leave a F appeal. From the Covenant blocks to the Davis stop lights, I've been knocking fools down since my very first fight. OCB till I die, that's just the code I hold. Ballers run this turf, B's up and we don't fold.
Throw your B's up, purple rags high. Ballers in the building laying enemies down when we ride. Throw your B's up, let the whole world see. Only the real ones ride with OCB, ESB, SR. Throw your B's up, ballers in control. Smashing on fools, making these streets turn cold. Throw your B's up, let the enemies know it's that Ballas gang and we don't bend or fold.
The original baller gangsta banging the south side. Little bear stomping out there with that heavy ass stride. Big frame, big flames out the barrel, lift you from the other side. Purple rag on my fist, I ain't here to play. Putting Effers in their place. I'm probably the reason my dusty is buried and missing a face. Roll through you slow, let the rims on my bucket and spin. 44 in the left, ready to cave shit in. At the liquor store trying to crack a bitch, but they ended up cracking a snap with the big black double four. Now you Effers know. Southside bred, I was born in the fight. Knock the Chamberlain off the map, send them into the night. Applying pressure and blowing steel, smashing on Effers off the strength of my wheel. Grew up with a block at any time of the day, shit can knock. That's outside of Rancho, always stay hot. Where the homies earn names by making rivals fall. Putting Effers on pause, but we don't run, we knocking jaws off. Purple rag on my head, boots deep in the dirt. Every swing, every stomp, put in work for this turf. Hit Dutch, London fast with the squad on deck. OCB, ESB, SRB, we all demanding respect. When it's wartime, we the last one standing. Dusty's Chamberlains are snapping new slip. Then they souls get abandoned, keep the hood locked tight. We be taking out the trash, laugh real loud when the Effers pass. Little Barrel Southeast, keep a hammer on tuck, cook a Effer up like a feast. Leave them laid out in the gutter, looking stiff as a log. South Rancho ballers, vicious as rabid dogs. We don't aim for your legs, we aim for your head. Then we off to leave another Effer dead. OCB, ESB, and SRB, putting all your punk ass, Effer ass boys to bed.
Should've been a relative, fool. You wouldn't be laying in chalk right now. Should've rode with the green, fool. You wouldn't be bleeding or you wouldn't be black and blue. Should've been a relative, homie. You chose purple, now you stuck in the ground. Should've been with families, phony. Would've lived long, but you's a dead baller. Now the relatives reckless, laying sacks down, leaving them breathless. Look at this fool trying to claim he a baller. Walking around South Central LS talking big like he harder. Old heads laughing, they know he ain't legit. Saw his ass run the marathon when the metal spit. Whole squad clowning all our weak ass foes, claiming you ballin', but you niggas is dusty and broke sharing clothes. Purple rag all riddled up in hoes, cause you niggas is bummy and some hoes. You ain't from original coochies, you ain't from the cheese side. You the type to tuck your rag when it's time to ride. You should've been a relative, could've walked these blocks. DNF raised gunners that don't freeze when it pops, but you want to be purple, now look at your fate. Body taped off and riddled in hoes with the K. Use a fake wannabe thinking he raw. We saw your first fade against the homies. The punches you threw was pillow soft. Trying to bang purple when you built too soft. Should've been from families, you wouldn't be dead. Now it's good night because the homies caught you slipping and put you to bed. Should've been a relative, fool. You wouldn't be late
laying in chalk right now. Should've rolled with the green, fool. You wouldn't be bleeding or you wouldn't be black and blue. Should've been a relative, homie. You chose purple, now you stuck in the ground. Should've been with families, phony. Would've lived long, but you's a dead baller. Now the relatives reckless, laying sacks down, leaving them breathless.
My homies in the hood, yeah, we know your type. Sacks talking about we ain't banging right, but all that bullshit they talking is gon' get them caught slipping out of life. You wearing purple and banging in packs, but when we run into you busters, you scared and start running like you running tracks, switching your talk every time the beef sparks. Trying to dip through the air, but you scared after dark. You ain't never been a shooter, you ain't never hit shit. You was hiding in the back when your homies got chipped. Talk tough on wax, but in person you fold. Should've chose green and lived by the family's code. We seen you with the rest of them sacks trying to act on me, but your hands didn't match and we left you beat the fuck up and laid out on the scene. You ain't a baller, you a lost little pup. Should've been with the F gang, chucking the hood up. Gave you a rag, but ain't teach you how to fight. Now when the families run up, we taking flight, putting you on your back. If they get the gun played, then that's how we'll play. Perpetrating ass ball sacks, get smoked with the Mac. Carson Avenue banger, I put that on my Corker's hat.
Should've been a relative, fool. You wouldn't be laying in chalk right now. Should've rolled with the green, fool. You wouldn't be bleeding or you wouldn't be black and blue. Should've been a relative, homie. You chose purple, now you stuck in the ground. Should've been with families, phony. Would've lived long, but you's a dead baller. Now the relatives reckless, laying sacks down, leaving them breathless.
Live from the hills where we spot y'all fakes. Ballas trying to claim blocks they didn't even take. You sack ass boys, better shake the spot. Talking about the families, don't want these problems, but you wrong. We'll solve them with the AK or the gauge. And if you want the K, we can bang it out 47 ways. You some certified busters, I bet your own mothers don't love you. Your whole damn squad got popped up with the beam. We saw you dip with shots, rang out and flee the scene. Your homies watch you run, use a purple front and chumps. You tried to bang original coochies but couldn't survive, so you got put on the cheese side and got popped in the thigh. Then you ran to the south side and got kicked in the ass. Then you tried to hide, should've been from the F side. It's a shame you probably still be alive. Fake ass purple boy, trying to stunt for the city. Your pockets too skinny and your aim too shitty. You ain't no shooter, you ain't no threat. You just another sack that our hoods ain't finished yet. Families built deep, we boot frauds out the hood. Saying you robbed the homies for some work and money, I wish you fools would. You would've gotten popped in the dope spot. Tales from the B side, nothing you sacks would've got dropped. Should've chose green when you got put on that car full of families, fools wouldn't have sent shells at your dome. Yeah, motherfuckers, welcome to that F side. Fuck the B side. Fuck all them purple wearing motherfuckers. Fuck original coochies. Fuck cheese side. Fuck all them sour side busters and rancho. Should've been from that F gang, bitch. Fuck you niggas. CGF, DNFG, CAF.
Families up in this bitch. Chamberlain, Davis neighborhoods, Carson Ave, Smokin Sacks.
Yeah, we on that. Beat killer. We on these purple fools tonight. Out of the homies, I'm the first one bustin'. Spot a sack on the block and my tools start getting the cussin'. You claim ballers, but you sacks it's off his cake. CGF catch sacks slipping and make them fall when they get blazed. Trying to come over here purple rag dipping. Boy, you picked the wrong turf. Chamberlain gangsters stomping out sacks and popping them on give backs. It be active in the field, real deadly when we ride. Fuck the B side, turn on the F side. Yeah, that's right. Bump that shit loud while we circling around looking for more sacks to lay down around your town. I seen a sack earlier trying to slang his dope, so I hopped from the whip, took his money and I beat him to a pulp. Had him begging on the ground with his rag tucked between his thighs. Knock his ass out and hop back in my BK ride. You ain't no killers, nigga, you ain't no threat. CGF's hitting your sets hard, then checking you fools off the list with a green check. You sacks meet the flame, now your body is at the coroner's office as a no-name. John Doe got his face blew off with the fofo. Thought you was that killing, now you in heaven chilling. What a shame, BK Racks to be the name. The crazy ass fool claiming that Chamberlain gang. Chamberlain walk mean, we ain't sparing shit. You see green in the crowd, that mean all purple get laid down. Families run Chamberlain, that's a certified fact. Come over here tripping and you'll be surrounded by 100 niggas strapped up and wearing corkers hats. Them CGF men is outside smoking sacks.
I
true killer from that DNFG, baby Mo, yeah, that's me. Where we 4 sacks up like fresh green tea. Saw one of them busters flexing, flashing his weak ass hood at the edge of the street. I crossed the street and 5 seconds later he was laying down. Looking at my feet, you sacks banging is weak. You busters ain't built for beef. Them cheese siders can't even make it inside the Davis swap me. They get beat up or gunned down, either way it's man down. Civilians calling cops when we unload shots. DNF make moves when the nighttime drop. A sour side fool slipped and now his heart permanently stopped. Trying to kick it on the family's block, boy you gon' get popped. Heard your mama was banging your hood too and was circling the block. Got knocked on by the homegirls posted on the block. Your hoods ain't real, bunch of lame ass punks. Got that dirty ass bitch Lady D from Purple Rag Dippin taped up in the trunk, talking about ripping my hood in half. Oh well, it's time to put this bitch into a body bag. Fuck the cheesies and fuck them original coochie fools too. Sour sides all get popped open like a bottle in the corkscrew. Davis neighborhood families, you sacks know what it do. I'm rolling with them Chamberlains in the Carson Avenues too. Catch a sack in his crew, boy, I'm flipping they whip. Leave him slumped on the wheel with his homies looking stiff. DNF run wild, we the green guys of Davis. Making sacks, mamas cry like babies. Wartime in the hood, something like the late 80s. Baby Mo smoking sacks forever, and it's like that. DNFG for life, come solve it with your pipe and pop it if you don't like that. Don't like that, don't like that. You don't like that, like that. Years tweet from the Ave, raw and ruthless with 2 millimeters. Dropping sacks on curbs, all that purple meets these 2 heaters. You purple chumps was dissing heavy on wax. But tweet coming to lay down all you sacks. I'll step inside your hood and make a whole line of hood names extinct. Big this, little this, tiny that, you busters will be gone in the blink. Soul flowing out of your body like water draining down a sink. Go berserk on my enemies, I can't even think. I'm like a smoker with some crack when I smoke you with a Mac. Raised in green, so when I see purple I instantly attack. Watch a sack turn into a ghost after he get whacked. Carson Avenues, bitch, we ain't scared of none of you purple wearing busters, it ain't no thing. We the ones that make noise with the heaters while you run and scream. All that shit on the B-side, I heard that the shit was whack. A bunch of busters on wax, only hard and packed. Soon as a killer step up, you motherfuckers will be laying on your back. Original coochies, cheese siders and sour ciders, all dead smoked by a greened out fool with a Corcus hat on, and on the guns the beans was infrared. Them sacks try to stand tall, well I'll overshadow your frame. Leave your rag in the gutter after I spill out your brain. Carson Avenue, shooters innocents to off the street. Families gang and we all really like that, and we forever smoking sacks. I say when I wake, you motherfuckers wanna bang that bullshit ass purple. It's time to meet this baker that'll send you to the Undertaker. Baking on sacks for the 9-3. It's Murder Macy, bitch. You sacks can't see me. You fools all disgust me. All that purple shit you rockin' is ugly. A DNF rider for show, checking in, popping cheese ciders and sour ciders with a cold grin. Popping coochie, slipping on Grove Street. Blew they ass down before they could yell it's OCB. Macy is crazy, yeah, she's living in sin. Got no feelings for you sacks, I'll do it again. Let this chrome pop and tear through your skin. This dusty devil blasting fools up like rockets, or even running up, pulling blades out of my pockets. We could stab it out or shoot it out. All you fools will be laying down dead if we take either route. Sacks trying to save they homies, but it was too late. I think they lives came to a stop. Macy ain't sparing shit when she makes things pop. Hoping to run into that cheesy ass bitch, Lady D on the block, or that punk ass sour side buster Tiny Havoc. Your marks gon' die slowly while my click dump the whole clip. That's what you get for commencing a slip. Now look at your asses laid out in the gutter, face up, body cold. Somebody tell they mothers sacks better not slip, cause the F gang coming round with green rags and full clips. K-slugger from the Al, fool. Coming to snap next, green rag hanging low, 45 full of disrespect. I catch a sack anywhere at the store, bus stop, his mama house or on the street. Leave him slumped on his back with his teeth on the concrete. You motherfuckers is weak, it's nothing but 100% beef. Making original coochie scatter when the abs make our guns rattle. Word on the street is some unlucky fools, brains got splattered. Carson abs bang heavy, yeah we hunt all night. On some BK missions, me and the homies light up some sticks to get right. Now we feeling like super villains on some murderous missions. That wet'll make you vicious, riding deep in the bucket, laying down anything in purple looking suspicious. Pull up really slow, let the chamber go click, then boom. Now your sacks is laid out stiff. Damn, even them fools purple rags was somehow looking sick. All that shit talk, bitch talk is all the B-side bark. But every time I kin folks roll through, your hoods get ripped apart. I'm the assassin, got a rep you fools can't break. Carson Avenue, families moving through. So what you fools wanna do? Whole blocks get flipped, sacks get ripped, green rags fly high because this is green rags in full clips.
Families rep stomping out the set, green rag on my neck, and a temper that'll send shots at your neck. I'm that fool that the sacks whisper about at night. Cause when I ride through Davis and Rancho, every sack I run into prepared to say goodnight. I walk loud, every step sound like a threat. Whole hood know if I lock eyes with a sack, that's death. Ballers talking tough, F-gang leaving them looking rough. CGF rides in your whole block, dies. Them Carson Ave Davis neighborhood fools is down with sack homicide. Don't let me catch a coochie or a cheesy trying to bang. I rush them head up, pop them in the mouth and knock them out. And I stay strapped if you sacks wanna pop it out. I'm that green-eyed menace that your homies warn you about. That crazy mother effer that'll take solo trips down Grove Street to the east side and the south. So vicious and malicious and will make your whole hood reroute. Catch a sack in the shadows, I put his mark, that's to a stop. Leave him laying slumped over, blood leaking down from his head to his socks. Chamberlain rider, I terrorize blocks, mash him with the CGs. Heavy metal in our socks, sour sides, cheesy coochies, yeah, all of them food. I turn a full car purple dead if they move. I got rage in my heart, murder in my stare. Make a sack disappear like that fool was never there. We ain't talking no peace, homie, fuck a truce. It ain't none of that in our sight. Families turn ballers, birthdays into candlelight. I chase marks down alleys, hop fences with ease while they cry for backup. Falling to their knees, green flames out the barrel. Born to do dirt, mad chamber never fall. I live to put in work, I leave hoods quiet. Send the whole block to bed, CGF in the bitch. It's another sack dead, green rags and full clips. Bitch, we aiming at your head.
Yeah. This right here go out to all my soldiers locked down. All my soldiers in the graveyards. And all my soldiers still putting in work on these South Central LS streets. Green rags up, purple down. Families gang till we die, nigga. CGF, CAF, DNF is on when it's time to ride. BK all day, it's families until we die. Sporting that green till we die. Few caps, corkers caps, and we throwing gang signs. Whacking out B's and claiming F's. It's families gang, and we claiming it until death. Gang riders coming for your neck.
I'm soldiered out, green rag in my back pocket, Mac 10 on my hip, ready to blast out of sacks. Eye socket, Carson Ave rider, nigga, that's where I'm from. Rolling through Davis, looking for a coochie to put in the trunk. Leave a purple fool full of hoes, cause my heart code is the Ave. Young relative with a green flag and a 44 mag. Born and raised in the war zone, foolish Carson to the bone. When niggas don't make it to see 21 years old, Carson Avenue still stand tall and bold. I'm still breathing, but I don't know if I'm gonna be old. Still sack killing, purple in me cap peeling. Then I'm chilling like a greened out villain. F's on my tats, green rag is my flag. If you wearing purple, you get put in the bag. I'm a motherfucking rider, I'm a motherfucking soldier. F-gang fool until it's over.
CGF, CAF, DNF is on when it's time to ride. BK all day, it's families until we die. Sporting that green till we die.
Few caps,
Corkers caps and we throwing gang signs. Whacking out B's and claiming F's.
it's families gang.
And we claiming it until death. Gang ride.
Riders coming for your neck. I've been pressing the line since a little homie with no fear. Blast on a sack and then get ghost and disappear. I chase sacks through alleys, drag them out cars, left purple rags floating in gutters laid under white covers. Chamberlain gangster, putting sacks to death. From Forum Drive to Davis, still dumping on Cheeside. Love the smell of gunpowder when a sour ranch food die. Love seeing the coochie mama cry. That's why I'm a sack killer till I die. Green rag tied tight, 12 gauge by my side. If you ballers, you catch bullets with no place to hide. I'm a soldier, I'm a rider. Chamberlain gangster, green flame provider. F till I die, families beat a gang, dumping on purple and leaving blood. Mark a sack out, chip them, then I slide back to the hood. LSPD know our names, but not our routes. We goes through the city when it's time to take them out. If it's funk, CGF's in motion for you, blink an eye. Hood legends, block menaces. F gang till we die. CGF, CAF, DNF is on when it's time to ride. BK all day, it's families until we die. Sporting that green till we die. Few caps, corpus caps, and we throwing gang signs. Whacking out B's and claiming F's. It's family's gang, and we claiming it until death. Gang riders coming for your neck. Big bone, a Davis devil holding big heavy metal. Neighborhood families putting sacks in the ground for show. Late night I creep slow, heater tucked under the coat. Just in case I gotta rock some fools' domes like a boat. Spot a sack, slipping a couple squeezes and they all float. That's all, fool, it's murder she wrote. I love it when a sack gets deceased. Family standing tall while the sack's numbers decrease. I'm a relative, been banging long time deep in the game. Put a sack in the dirt, make his hood feel the pain. I'm a soldier, a killer, a real purple pillar. F till I die, that's my motto, that's my heater. Dumping on Sacks and Davis, they hate us, we hate them, so we get them. Cheesies dying, sour ciders and coochies getting homicide. One wrong color and another sack get wet. Davis neighborhood families applying pressure on them fools' necks. Circle back twice just to make sure they ain't got breath left. Bodies in the alley, chalk lines where the sack slept. Green flags waving in the wind like that just took a step. DNF stomping through the set until not one sack's left. BGF, CAF, DNF is on when it's time to ride. BK all day, it's families until we die. Sporting that green till we die. Few caps, corkers caps, and we throwing gang signs. Whacking out B's and claiming F's. It's family's gang, and we claiming it until death. Bank riders coming for your necks. F gang! Who gon' ride and who gon' hide when the green gang bust? Cause I'm the first fool bustin' when these sacks bumpin' to us. DNF Soda Davis demon with a hard grin. I jump out the bucket and let the shots carve into your skin. Family's gang fool, let the games begin. We be deep with them big sticks. Lil homies hopping out the backseat, ready to blitz, blasting on Ballas all the way from Rancho all the way to Davis. And with the way we blast on sacks, I know them niggas hate us. Some of the homies is pimpin', and we get the host to pay us. Sack exterminators, if we bumpin', we strapped and deep. Guarantee the whole hood gon' dump. Bullets whizzing, glass flying, make a sack fold up. Shoot it out with the LSPD or the sheriffs if they start to roll up. We riding for the hood, we dying for the hood. Davis neighborhood families putting down cheesiders in they hood. Southside don't want none of this. We could all take a trip to South Rancho and carloads and leave y'all here. Mark ass Ballas fools trying to pop on the block. The L flaggers will make your heart stop. We banging, slanging, sweating purple out like withdrawals. The jackets from the hood, robbing sacks with them things. Give up the chain, fool, give up your watch, give up all the rocks you got tucked in your socks. DNFG, real cold in these streets, but blazing that heat like it's summer. Knocking enemies down with that thunder, bullets rip through your flesh, so you better beware of where you walk. We the families and anybody hating get chalked. F-gang, making sacks run for the heat, and we chasing them across the street. F-gang, green rag banging, green khakis hanging, fuck the enemies, we full-fledged gang banging. F-gang, F-gang, making sacks run for the heat, and we chasing them across the street. F-gang, green rag banging, green got riders from the air posted ready to ride out. Chip a sack, and if the one times get wind of me doing it, then I hide out. If they find me and get up on me, then foolish lights out. I'm a Carson Avenue gangster, homie, that's the story. Got my put on in my initiation. Was blasting in original coochie fool and putting them in a casket. I was hitting licks young, now I bang twice as hard. It's that F gang, homie. And if you fools wanted, I bring it to your front yard. Roll up on you while you sitting in that dirty, ugly ass purple car and pop you right in the jaw. Sipping piss wazzle with my gun tucked under the hoodie. Best believe it's a
semi that's loaded fully. Any sack slipping in the abs, get bullied. All green, walking through your hood, looking mean. Socking no sacks for the green team. Make them fools bite the ring. Double back with the squad, make any sacks hanging out scream. When they get popped, we leave purple fools twitching, laid out in the street. Seen a sour side, posted up, had to knock out his teeth. Carson Ave, don't play, nigga. We live for the funk. Green laces in the chucks, homie, that's how we stump. Every time I catch a sack, I put in work for the set. Avenue B, the name that make enemies' hearts drop. Strawberry banging, food, the hood stay hot. Families run the whole damn city, and the smoking the sacks don't stop.
F-gang, making sacks run for the heat, and we chasing them across the street. F-gang, green rag banging, green khakis hanging. Fuck the enemies, we full-fledged gang banging. F-gang, F-gang, making sacks run for the heat, and we chasing them across the street. F-gang, green rag banging, green khakis hanging.
Mudslide fool from that Chamberlain block where we bust on sacks daily till they bodies all drop. We got guns for days, busting all out BKs. Got sacks mamas falling down, yelling because they get hit with strays. CGF got it cracking for the green side. Slide through the set in my all green chucks. I don't give a motherfucking, I stay tearing shit up. Sacks won't be gone cause I peeled they folks, but I stay with the Uzi ready to smoke they homies like some dope. I done lost homies to the war and that pain is real. And for how many homies they took from the CG, we make them fools feel. So for every purple mark slipping, we let a full clip spill. Yeah, that's some messages from Chamberlain Hills. We bang hard at night, chasing down sacks and making sure we not losing sight. Even my bitch loaded up, she don't fear no beef. Said about a fool looked at her wrong and she cocked back the heat. We CGF riders fool to the very last breath. And if I die tonight, I'm going out with stripes on my chest, a whole lot of green in my soul. That's the way I was raised. And when you a real relative, all these sacks gon' hate my kin folks. Ain't no joke, we'll leave you fools smoke, but I ain't tripping, homie. That's the way the CGFs bang. It's forever that family's gang. Dipping in my green bucket, mashing it down for 'em. Drive riding with that heater by my side. And if I catch fools from the other side, boom, it's time for a homicide. BK riding that shit ain't nothing new. So if you ain't reppin' green, then them chambers coming for you. Best be prepared to run before that heater draw on you when we start to shoot. Put your mark ass in the casket in a new suit, bitch.
Yeah. F-gang or don't bang. Chamberlain gangsta families. Carson Avenue families. Davis neighborhood families. You sacks better watch your motherfucking backs. Serving sacks for the 9 tray. Be killer motherfucker. F-gang.
Damn fool, you heard about them Ballas fools that got twisted? Yeah, but you know them families did it.
Yeah, this Carson Ave shit, homie, let me set it straight. When them sacks get to dropping, fools start to speculate. Who came through they turf? A green rag flapping in the wind when I lurk. I walk cool, calm, still dump a sack in the dirt. Your homie didn't trip, nah, fool, we tripped him. Whole block shook when the Avenue boys flipped them. We roaming packs, so we roll solo dolo. Either way, it's a sack that gets sprayed. Families be the gang, Carson Avenue be the label. Alert the hospital, it's about to be a whole function of ballers that need an operating table. Got fools watching them through the glass like they was watching cable. That purple rag, that's bait, fool, go ahead and flash it. I'll snatch it off your head and put a bullet in your ass, bitch. Cold-hearted, bitch, this ain't no myth. Ask around Strawberry who emptied the clip. Street lights flicker when we sweep through lanes, cause everybody knows that Carson Avenues brings the pain. So if you wonder who turned your set real violent, the families did it, fool, and it ain't no hiding it. Peeling boys' caps back, it's them fools with the C's and F's on they hats. Motherfucker.
Who did it? The families did it. Who did it? The families did it.
Green chucks on the pavement, fool, we really with it.
Who did it? I said the families did it. Who did it? I said the families did it. Who did it? The families did it.
Green chucks on the pavement, fool, we really with it.
Who did it? I said the families did it.
Chamberlain fool, welcome to the terror where a sack disappearing ain't no mystery or no error. Your homie got dropped, you already know who did it. Them families fools, that's really with it. Just know the CGF was outside hunting and gunning. Ain't no more purple rag dipping, them fools is all quiet. They say we ain't banging right, but they all hiding. They say we don't want these problems, but we for damn sure do. This the tales from the F side, looking for some sacks to shoot. Give them a new baller order, leave Cemeteries packed with them laying in order. They tried to throw their V's up, but got shot up and fell flat on their face. Bodies chalk, other sacks praying, hoping they ain't next. But when the families on go, we ride on enemies with zero regret. Them original coochies licking shook, they know what we bring. Chamberlain Hills birth riders that let them choppers sing. Got the LSPD and the LS County Sheriff taping off scenes, double back and then ask them what happened. They'll say some green ragged fools hopped out and got the cap. And ain't no mystery, homie, ain't no secrets to keep. When the sack is found, slumped over his families that put him to sleep. So when your hood crying and they mamas ask who did it, look a dead in the face and say them families did it.
Who did it?
The families did it.
Who did it?
The families did it. Green chucks on the pavement before we really with it.
Who did it?
I said the families did it.
Who did it?
I said the families did it.
Who did it?
The families did it. Green chucks on the pavement before we really with it.
Who did it?
I said the families did it.
It ain't no playing with sex, about you fools breathing wrong. I'm breaking your backs, gonna get into cracking like baseball bats. DNF born, that means survival in motion. I see a baller on the block, I make that fool wet like the ocean. Blood spilling, body twitching, neighbors peeking through blinds. But they know when the sack dropping Davis, you know who did it. Families is built different, we move with them 100 steps. So watch a cheesy try to duck, but that fool went straight into his death. Them busters be talking, say we ain't really acting. So why every time we circle Davis, another sack is drafted for death? Send him straight to the morgue, toe tags cold. You throw for be around me, boy, your story gets told. Because you bout to be a thing of the past and known as a baller who got smoked on Davis Avenue and is whipping and crash. Keep thinking we soft, keep thinking we ain't bout it. DNFG fool, yell it out when I pop shit. Bodies drop when I pop, that's a code I stand by. F gang banging DNF till I die. So when the cheese out of side or a coochie all drop, just remember who it was that put them to a stop.
Who did it?
Families did it, bitch, and I put that on all our blocks.